Drawing the human head. It can be challenging at times. There are endless ways to draw a head, and an infinite number of design styles and looks to create or choose. But they all usually follow a similar set of rules. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brad, an illustrator and animator with over 20 years as a professional artist. In this video, I want to break down some of the basic rules for drawing a head, and some of the concepts that helped me along the way. Let's begin with a straight-on view of a head. I always start with a rough circle. It doesn't need to be perfect. Then, I add a vertical line through the middle and a horizontal line, or the brow line, intersecting in the center. Then, I'll slice off the sides of the circle and connect those side lines at the top and the bottom of the circle. We should now have a square inside the circle, but I'll add another small chin line below, which should be about equal distance from the center square to the bottom of the square line. Now let's connect that jaw line to the circle, and let's get rid of these sides. Between the brow line and the nose line, we get the perfect placement for the ears. Now the nose. I make a small V shape at the center of the brow line and draw in the rest. It's always a little wider at the bottom here. The upper lip is always a little longer than the lower, and the corners of the mouth should be equal distance from the center to the outer jawline. Eyebrows rest right on top of the brow line. Then I like to rough in the eye sockets. Then add the eyeballs. The center of the eyeballs should line up pretty well perfectly to the corners of the mouth. I'll add the eyelids just over the eyeballs, add the eye pupils, and then let's rough in some hair. Now, let's clean this up a bit, get a better idea of what we have. This head drawing technique is strongly based on the Loomis method by Andrew Loomis, a brilliant artist from the 1950s who has taught generations of artists how to draw through his brilliant books on figure drawing. I highly recommend checking him out. I tend to adjust things here at this stage. Don't be afraid to erase things if you need to correct or change little minor details to make it work a little better. That's all part of the learning process. Let's add a little shadow here. A little shading, just to give it some depth. Remember that the head is actually a three-dimensional object. Let's try this again from a different angle, starting with a circle. This time we're going for a 3/4 front view. So the center line is going to wrap around the circle, giving us a sphere shape. The same with the brow line and the nose line. Let's continue those lines all the way through, and we'll cut off the sides with the circles as we did before. Remember, we're going for a three-dimensional shape here. Add the chin line below, and then follow the shape of the head down to the chin line. Now we have the basic shape for our 3/4 front head. I'll clean this up a bit to get a better idea of the shape. Keeping with the idea of a three-dimensional shape, let's carve out some of the contours for the face. Brow depth and nose, and center lines from the eyes match up to the corners of the mouth. I'll keep adding some detail here, maybe add a little bit of shading and shadow work. But remember, this is still just a rough guide. I can take this now and use it to create a cleaner version of the 3/4 front head. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more. All artwork for this video was created on a Huion Canvas 22 drawing tablet using the latest Clip Studio Paint software. Links in the description.